to you at any time. I have been authorised by my vendors to make one vendor bid. If I do make a vendor bid, I will announce it as a vendor's bid. Every time we bid, number up. Ladies and gentlemen, this property is plus GST. So every bid you do make, there is a GST component payable on the fall of the hammer, obviously, on the purchase price. So it's nearly clear. They've been advertised at plus GST sale. Everyone bidding go down as a make your own inquiries, standard contract. Any questions that you do have, our team, our team that know that properties are here to let us know. All I will say, it's up to option fees and before the hammer, deposit paid, contract signed, and obviously settlement as per the contract. But again, ladies and gentlemen, that GST element is plus your bid, just to be very clear. But it's clarified to let me know. The reserve's been set. Exceptional buying opportunity in the heart of DY/North Curlville that you will not find again. They're the auction conditions in the contract. Any questions before we start? Ladies and gentlemen, if you reside on the beach, you do, you would have driven past this opportunity every single time and look, wow, what is that? Where is it? What's that opportunity? And today, a rare 252 square metre parcel of land that comes to market is so rare to get in North Curly or DY, and this is the opportunity at an unbelievable price point. Here's the chance, ladies and gentlemen, to create a brilliant investment opportunity, free home, or an opportunity to just spread away from Golden Sands to DY Beach or into North Curly. It is so rare and so prized to get a north-facing block pretty much right at your beachfront access here in GY. 5 minutes to North Curly, 252 square metres of prime real estate going to auction today. If you've just arrived and you'd like to buy it or have a go at buying it, you can register anytime to let me know. So let us know, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot of inquiries, a lot of contracts now, and this is your opportunity in your time to take this property off the market. I'm going to offer you 66 Griffin Road, North Curly, to auction right now. Who would like to start and where would you like the bidding to commence? Now, this is going to be one of those properties that you're going to look back in time and drive past maybe in a few years and go, that was the block I could have bought for X, and that X is an unbelievable X, let me tell you. And look what they've done now, and you're 1 or 2 minutes from the beach. This is prime real estate, ladies and gentlemen, that goes under the hammer today. We'd love to sell it today. We're in no rush because we know if we don't sell it to somebody here today with the price that we're going to put on it straight after, we're going to get inundated. Lisa's phone will be going off. I can guarantee you. Opening bid. What's it worth? I'm happy to start with an end or bid because I'd rather you tell me what you think it's worth. And remember, every bid you do, mate, obviously, is subject to GST on top, as we've been very clear throughout the whole process. Opening bid. Any indication? Again, I know there's plenty of people here. If you haven't registered and you want to bid, no problem. We can register you at any time just to let us know. But you tell me where the value is. And as I say, no one's been selling in DY for apartments. Lisa's sold a knockdown recently and said for, you look at the price point in DY, you're not going to get 252 squares. You're not going to get the apartments so close to the beach. Okay. Start the process then. If no one wants to start the bidding, I said I'm very clear. I will start the bidding, and I've been authorised to make one bid. And I'll make that vendor bid known right now, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm happy to make the bid on behalf of my vendors at 1,060,000 vendor bid. 165. We say subject plus GSTs, we know. 165 vendor bid. Everyone's looking around going, what did you say? Yes, it said 1,650,000 vendor bid. Where I go, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't sell at this auction. Without going to the market and telling everyone the property was passed in at 165 plus GST. Here it goes. Opportunity to try and fix it. Want to register? You can register now. Mark's getting very excited. Mark said to me, I'll call it 165. Second, 1,600. Create, subject to council, a dream property Mark and Lisa and the team at Novak have been selling similar sized blocks. They're experienced when it comes to walking in Portugal. And they've done the map, and the map looks very, 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 very good. A lot of some guys to do like it. Third, at 1,650,000, obviously, plus the GST was my vendor bid. Is there any bid over 165? So I just want to let everyone know what happens. Conditions till midnight tonight. Now, I know what Lisa's going to do straight away. Go straight to the market and say, guys, at 165 plus GST, the profit is passed in. Let us know what it's like. Very realistic people. Once again, in this pocket, especially in the last national football. So if there's any on 165, and I think they'll get 165 plus GST. No, one squad, third time in there, with no advance, we're going to bid at 165, ladies and gentlemen, plus GST. Now, this information will be offered to all of our parties today. I'm going to pass the property in. So if you are interested in buying or making an offer, don't leave, speak to Lisa, because once it goes public, and I mean socials and online public, there's going to be a hell of a lot more competition, probably from out-of-area buyers, to try and secure this out the land. On behalf of the team to Novak Properties, Lisa, Mark, and our team, any questions, let us know. This is one you shouldn't let pass if you're interested. Thank you. I think we can do midnight. Yeah. And we can go to everyone here.
Yeah. That is a very, very quickly now. Wow. So guys, this property has just passed in. I'm just going under here, Thomas, because it's fucking down. So the auction just passed in, 66 Griffin Road, North Girl. There was a vendor bid made at 1.65 million plus GST. Now, guys, here's the thing. We are under auction conditions until midnight. I think everyone's starting to understand the parameters here. This is an incredible opportunity where land in this area, I sold a knockdown just up over that hill there, 25 Tasman Street, for $3.5 million. I sold a knockdown house, and we've just had a vendor bid on this at 1.65 plus GST. If you are interested, I think everyone understands now, I've been guiding realistically at 1.8, and we just had a vendor bid at 1.65 plus GST. If you have interest, and I can see I've already got some buyers here, I'm going to have to jump, that are waiting to speak with me. If you are interested, you really need to reach out to me on this one. As a matter of urgency, it's going to be sold. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Thomas.
You heard it here first from Lisa Novak herself. A vendor bid of 1.65 plus GST brings you very, very close to our guide, which is of $1.8 million. I'm going to give you a quick tour around the property to show you the land that you're buying. And it is very, very level. You don't see anything going down deeper. And you don't have too many little hills and bumps either. You're on a corner block here with just this one neighbor behind you guys right there. But we've had arborists provide quotes to cut down trees. We've had a builder's quote to put a 2-story, 4-bedroom house here. We have lots and lots of information to guide you into buying this property and to assist you if you are looking to buy one of the last vacant blocks of land on the northern beaches, especially this close to the beach. So if you're interested, you heard it here first. There's a vendor bid of $1.65 million. GST is to be added. If you're interested, let me know now. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.